Welcome, everybody, to the War and Peace Baseball Podcast. I'm here today with Alex Rudy.
Yo, yo, yo.
And Farbod Markazi.
Hello.
I'm Alex Uwe. The whole gang's back together again. Feels good.
First time in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, too long.
Yep.
It's been too long.
Indeed. So, now that we are all together, it is time to rant about the All-Star Game voting shenanigans in which the Kansas City Royals are making a joke out of the whole thing. Omar Infante is the starting second baseman for the American League All-Stars. Let's just start with that and let the rage build from there.
I mean,
He has the lowest
I told you guys this. No, he has the lowest OPS.
Out of eligible OPS, eligible players in the major leagues. And
just let that sink in.
He is projected to start at second base, even with the 60 million votes gone rid of.
Nice transition there.
The Royals still have 8 starters, and I hate it. And I've always hated how the All-Star Game counts for something, yet is an exhibition game where the starters are chosen by fans. I mean, that's idiotic just to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of nice to see. It pisses me off because I like, and it's very important to me how like All-Star appearances count towards a lot of players' legacies. At the same time, I like seeing the MLB's idiocy being, taken advantage of, and I like them being made into fools by the Royals fans because they deserve it.
Wait, one thing I'm wondering is where did all these Royals fans come from?
Google Fiber.
Okay.
True.
I honestly don't. I don't know where they came from. I mean, no offense to the Royals, but before last year.
It just takes 5 guys making infinite email accounts and just voting 30 times all the time.
They were hibernating. The Royals fans were hibernating.
I guess so. And they're also helping out their former World Series AL champion, Nori Aoki, by voting him above Giancarlo Stanton for the time being.
The worst is by far Alex Rios.
He's fourth right now, right?
Played this year. He's played like 25 games. And he's the 4th outfielder.
Kendrys Morales is still leading DH2, by the way. And there's a man named Nelson Cruz who I'm sure has something to say about that.
I mean, don't they feel guilty?
Nope, I think they just look at it and they're like, yeah, Royals.
Yeah, basically.
Like they don't, I guess maybe it's not that they're like the most passionate fans, maybe they're just the fans that understand the least about the importance of the All-Star Game.
I mean, maybe since I'm like a Knicks fan, I'm generally self-loathing of my teams. That just carries over all sports. So I kind of don't really hold my players in that high of a regard.
Yeah,
so I would never really want this because I would never think they're deserving. And it just kind of shows kind of how bandwagony, how caught up they are in being good for the first time in forever, which is fine. I think that's totally reasonable.
I mean, it's awesome to have the excitement.
It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I doubt really any of these people who voted really cared about the Royals 3 years ago, which is a bit frustrating.
It's awesome to be excited about your team, but I hate the 8 Royal starters.
They just get rid of Missouri for baseball between the Cardinals and the Royals. They're just
probably
hated state. Making the Yankees look like Saints.
I know.
I mean,
so it's easy to bitch and moan about how terrible the All-Star Game is.
Wait. How many of these guys do you think can make it or actually deserve it?
Wow, thanks for interrupting. Can I continue?
Yeah.
I don't think any of them do, but
yeah.
I was just gonna say, if we were to actually have a decent All-Star Game with real deserving players, who would you vote in at this point in time?
There's a whole thing on MLB Reddit where this guy post by War wins above replacement, of course, who would deserve it.
I thought we decided we were done using War as a stat.
Okay, this guy is very intelligent and actually is reasonable. So you guys can, I'm going to bring that up and give.
Well, I mean, for the National League outfielders, Nori Aoki's been doing pretty good. Matt Holliday's been fine, but I think along with Bryce Harper, it should be a Josh Peterson Stanton outfield with Bryce Harper.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
It's by F4, so it's better. Credits to R. Jasper on MLB Reddit.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and click away from our podcast and go read his article right now. It's probably better.
Should I name it, or should I name the starters that he said, or move on?
Is that what you're using as your resource for deciding this, or do you not agree with it? I don't know.
I agree with the guys.
Okay, go ahead. Same.
The starting pitcher, some American League at starting pitcher, Chris Archer, catcher, Russell Martin, first base, Miguel Cabrera, Jason Kipnis at second, Jose Iglesias at short, Josh Johnson at third, Mike Trout, and Jonas Cespedes, as well as Kevin Kiermaier. In the outfield, Nelson Cruz at DH. That's the American League starters. The National League starters are Scherzer, Posey, Goldschmidt, Gordon, Crawford, Frazier, Harper, Stanton, Peterson, Rizzo. I think that's extremely reasonable for both teams.
Wait, Rizzo's the DH?
Yeah. Well, there's no DH in the National League, so you can pick any player.
Oh, that's true.
And then he also goes into the bench.
I think the American League outfielder Kevin Kiermaier is not a very realistic pick. He's had a nice season. I think the defensive side.
You have to remember, it's by F4, so his offense is that takes a lot into account his defense, which it's clearly amazing. But I would agree, he's probably not deserving.
No. Adam Jones, probably not.
Well, Adam Jones is the next guy up. He's the guy who was he would be the next guy in line to be the outfielder according to this guy.
I also like Josh Reddick as an American League outfielder.
He's tied with Jones for the fourth most outfield WAR. At 4. So he would, and this was done the 15th, concluded on the 16th. So by now they could be ahead of him. So
yeah.
And they go into the guy also posts the benches too, which I also believe are mostly reasonable.
Mm-hmm. And also National League outfielder, I voted for AJ Pollock just because he does not get enough love in my opinion, and he's been one of the better producing outfielders in all of baseball. So I feel like he deserves a chance.
The National League voting is very reasonable. Actually, it's a bit much Cardinal love, but except for that.
Well, Matt Holliday's not going to play in the All-Star game.
Is he hurt right now?
Because he's hurt right now, and I have a feeling he's not going to be ready in time to... I could be wrong. I just have a feeling he's not going to be starting in the All-Star game.
Wait, who? Sorry, I blinked out.
Matt Holliday.
Yeah, I mean, like I said this about 3-4 minutes ago. I think it should be a Harper, Peterson, and Stanton outfield.
Yeah, Peterson's a nice pick as well. There's a lot of good outfielders. McCutchen is also very, very deserving.
He's McCutchen started off horribly, but he's picked it up very well. He's been having a pretty nice year since that first span.
Yeah, since May he's been above average in everything. So I think, the National League, there's not as many issues, but one issue in the National League that definitely does stand out is Todd Frazier is not the starting third baseman right now.
That bothers me so much.
Who is it?
Right now,
it's Matt Carpenter, right?
Yeah, still Matt Carpenter.
See, there's Missouri again.
Yep.
Nolan Arenado, if anyone, should deserve it over Frazier.
No, not even. I think Todd Frazier's stats are
No, what I'm trying to say is if Frazier's not the starter, it should be Arenado.
Yeah, but there's absolutely no reason. Frazier's deserving stat-wise, and
No, I agree.
He has to be the hometown guy.
I agree Frazier deserves it over anyone, but I'm just saying that. Mm-hmm. And just to complete this, I think this guy's by F4, which is like a more mature use of mature version of WAR. Only 3 Royals make it. Kane, Gordon, and Davis, and none of them are starters. So I think that's very reasonable. Okay, I'm sorry I cannot the Salvador Perez love is bullshit. Like, there's no reason he should be leading anything in votes. The fact that he has the most total votes is disgusting.
Yeah, kind of.
He's the most overrated player in baseball.
Yeah.
I cannot. He's not better than Vogt or Martin in any way.
That is true. I mean, you can't try to rationalize what the Royals fans are doing. You're just gonna have to accept they're all stupid.
Yep.
So.
I mean, like, at least, like, Kane and then Gordon, you can play, like, your defense card. But, like, Perez is nothing. Durability? I mean...
I guess.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Martin's better all around than him in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, so I think there's a good chance that things are not going to straighten themselves out this year. So what do you think they're going to do in future years to avoid this kind of...
Well, they better...
I think they have two routes. One, they can get rid of this idiotic 35 times you can vote. Or they're gonna really... Honestly, I think the easiest way for them to do is just get rid of fan voting, but that's not gonna happen. So, I don't know, they're gonna have to find a way to clamp down on people just kind of making unlimited emails. Maybe they can do it. I know you can, like, for other things I voted for, that you, from the same, like, IT address, whatever it's called, IP address, you can only vote X amount of times. So I think it would really help them to do that. I don't think they do that right now. That's probably the best thing to do for next year.
And honestly, I think
they
should bring back the ballots at the stadiums, because...
Yeah, what happened to those?
They just stopped doing it this year. They decided to go full online. I think that helped balance things out a bit.
How do you turn those in?
At stadiums, you fill them out at the stadium, and you give them to people at the stadium.
Okay, I've never done that before.
I have not either. I have not filled one out there, but that's what happened every year before.
Yeah, that seemed to balance it out a little bit more. If they kind of forces... But also, another thing was that tech-savvy people, like, you kind of just eliminated a bunch of people from voting. Like, what about, like, there's 20 people who don't, like, actively use computers, and you kind of just got rid of them from the voting,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Which isn't really fair. I feel like what part of makes baseball great is that it truly is a sport where all people of all ages and generations come together, and they kind of, like, said, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing, like I'm okay with having some, like, hometown voting, or, like, certain favoritism that's
that's part of being a fan, so
deserved.
Of course that's...
Yeah, because, like, that's going to happen with fan voting anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be people that don't make it that are deserving, and that's just how it's always been. But I think they kind of need to take a step back and change things back the way they were for right now. And if they want to try to revolutionize the whole All-Star Game voting, it cannot be with online voting where every fan has the ability to vote the hell out of players from their team, like what's happening this year.
I agree.
It's unnatural. Anyway, I think that'll wrap up our All-Star Game conversation for today, though. It is actually relevant now. It is getting close to July here, so the voting now more than ever is very important. So make sure you vote and try to get as many Kansas City Royals out of the starting lineup as possible.
I mean, yeah, please. I don't want those guys. They don't deserve.
Let me ask you guys: have you guys actually voted?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't vote 35 times, but I did vote.
I voted.
Right, I haven't yet. I used like 8 maybe, and I'm gonna go back in like a week or so and see what players I want to do differently. But yeah, that's good. So let's move on to our next story. It is about Mr. Alex Rodriguez reaching hit number 3,000 in a dramatic fashion, hitting a home run off a Cy Young Award winner. Just took one out of the Derek Jeter playbook right there. He went yard off of Justin Verlander in the first inning to get himself his 3,000th hit. And I mean, it was a very big deal, but, you know, compared to how big a deal Jeter's was, it was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was just the vibe that I got watching it live. Did you experience something similar to that? Or not really?
Well, I feel like Jeter's was just. I remember like he hit 2,009 and 99, and then for like 2 games in a row that I don't know what it was, but he went like 0 for at least 1 or 2 games, and then people were just anticipating it so much, and then he literally did it in style. He hit a homer off of David Price. And since it's Derek Jeter, obviously you make a huge deal about it because he deserves it too. And I thought Arod would get a little more than what he got, but I don't know.
Yeah, like when Jeter hit his 3,000th, it was an event. Like,
yeah.
The game basically stood still for way longer time. The opposing dugout emptied out and gave him a round of applause. Like, just, he was out in the field, everybody congratulated him. Like, that happened to A-Rod too, but it was just like kind of, it was very, you know, quick and to the point. You know, the opposing dugout did not emerge from the dugout. The opposing team did not emerge from the dugout to congratulate him. And,
but, I mean,
I feel like it was a different energy than Derek Jeter's. And that's just because of the mixed feelings about Alex Rodriguez.
Exactly.
More than anything. And I don't say that he's not deserving of it, but he's deserving of the hits that he does have, but I agree he's probably not deserving of the same kind of celebration that Derek Jeter got.
I figured that, I was kind of shocked that he didn't get that same, like, some sort of excitement that Jeter did, but I also remembered that because of what you said, the mixed feelings towards him, and it's just 1 year removed from that whole suspension thing. So you have to take that into account. And I mean, for me personally, I think it's amazing. I think it's a great thing that A-Rod's back and he's actually producing. If he wasn't producing, he'd get a lot more hate than he is. He's been playing pretty well for a guy who hadn't played baseball like in the major leagues for a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something a lot of people forget. Like, 1 year off is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Rudy, anything to add?
Yeah, I think he solidified his case in my mind as the third best hitter of all time. He's the second most RBIs. He's top 4 in home runs all time, and he now has 3,000 hits. So those are the big 3, and he has all 3. And I mean, I think I've made it clear that I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to steroids, for right or wrong. And, yeah, I mean, I think he's the third best hitter of all time.
Mm-hmm. So, realistically, do you think voters, Hall of Fame voters, will give him the nod and let him go into the Hall of Fame, or do you think he's still going to be looking on the outside in?
It'll take him a while because Bonds.
It will definitely not be first ballot, even though he's deserved, like he's hit and he's deserved it, but he will definitely not be first ballot.
I mean, yeah, I would agree. Bonds has been on it for a couple of years now. Same with Clemens, and they haven't made yet. And
that's basically what I'm basing it off of. If those guys haven't made it yet.
So, I would say it would take them a while, but I think as some younger voters start to replace the old generation, they will become more forgiving to that.
You can only hope.
I believe so. I think most of the guys who are gaining membership, becoming voters now,
yeah,
are more forgiving to that, and more open to adding into the Hall of Fame.
For me,
right, then.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say much. Move on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel bad now. I cut you off. Anyway, that's enough about A-Rod, though. Just wanted to bring up a story that has been... There's not a lot of details on it right now, but the Astros did have their database hacked by somebody in the St. Louis Cardinals organization. And, there's a lot of speculation on whether it was just like one person just trying to fool around and do something on a personal level, or if the Cardinals are actually trying to access this database like intentionally. So I don't know exactly what the take is on this, but
for me personally, I hope that this is some sort of just like not in the front office. This is some guy in like an intern or some like lower level in that organization that it's not that important, because if it was someone has huge influence in the front office that's doing that, had something to do with this, I wouldn't be able to believe it, because the Cardinals have always been a team with like class and just a model organization. And I don't know. They're still an amazing team. You can't really take that much away from it. I'm just hoping it's just some sort of intern that's doing this.
Yeah, and the thing you said about like the model team, no matter how this ends up, this story is gonna affect them negatively, and it's just a matter of how bad it's gonna.
They're still the Cardinals.
Them. They still are the Cardinals. This is true. Rudy?
What?
You have no input on the Astros being hacked?
I don't really know enough about it, to be honest. I think
nobody does.
I think it's really, really messed up and horrible that it did occur. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I don't know. It seems like a weird thing to even want to do. Like, how many times a year do they even play the Astros? I know it's mainly about like trades and drafts and that kind of stuff, but like, it seems like a weird. I don't really like how the risk could have been worth it. It really does shock me.
The scary thing is that. Go on.
No, that's the only thing that it doesn't really seem like a very helpful thing, especially considering the risk. That's my main.
Exactly. Like what you said, the trades. Like you could figure out what guys want, like what guys the Astros. If this is the only thing they were looking for, like what they're looking for and who they're willing to give up, you could figure that out by having your GM call Jeff Luhnow. Is that the Astros general manager? You could call them. You could call him and ask him, "Oh, who are you willing to trade me? Who are you willing to that? Who are you?"
That's how it works anyway.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It was really about seeing what trades they're making with other teams, not.
No, but the thing is, for me, the part that like made it a huge deal that the FBI got involved. It wasn't only an MLB thing.
But yeah, because the breach of privacy.
Yeah, so. I don't know. Any Yui?
Yeah, I mean, it's illegal. It's gonna
taint
it's gonna taint the Cardinals' image. That's a good word. And just depending on how this whole thing plays out,
they're still the
Cardinals. I have a feeling it won't be a big deal. I have a feeling it's being overplayed just because the FBI is involved.
I think
it's basically just because it's a security breach. It's illegal, but it happens. It happens all the time. It's happening to a major league database right now. So
I know team though. I think it's
that's true, but like it's not like the whole organization's doing this. It's like
you don't know that.
I'm hoping it's a personal. I'm hoping it's a personal.
Yeah, just like I said, I hope it's just like one guy, or like not even a guy in the front office that's doing this.
So we shall see how this plays out.
Yeah, no one knows too much about it to like say a lot about it, so that's the most we can really say about it too.
Yes. So that is more of an update more than anything. We didn't have much insight on that, but Rudy, I believe you want to talk about some of the call-ups with us now.
I just think that obviously we've had some young players, like, we've had plenty of young players, been successful the past, 5 years or so. Plenty of new superstars and star players. I I just got an update that Max Scherzer's
6 outs away
through 7. But we have Trout, we have with Archer, we have
Harper,
Sonny Gray, we have Harper, we have Goldschmidt. We had a lot of superstars come in the past 4 years or so, but this year I think is unprecedented in recent history, in recent baseball. How many young players in their rookie seasons have been called up and been really effective, and just young guys started, playing, having their rookie years. It's probably one of the most talented group. It's probably the most talented group of rookies I've seen in a long time, if that makes sense.
I think it's just refreshing that organizations are starting to, like, I remember we were talking about this 2 weeks ago, Yui. Organizations are starting to, even when they're not in the chase, they're trying to call up players to give them, even if, just to give them some MLB experience or anything. I think it's I think it's really good because, I mean, for fans it's great too.
The teams have been a lot more aggressive with their call-ups. And some guys have, blown any possible expectations anyone could have had out of the water, such as, Gallo, or Schwarber and Correa. And others, have really kind of disappointed, as like Buxton and Rusney Castillo have so far, and Blake Swihart. But it's just nice to see. I think, we were kind of running out of talent a little bit last year. That makes sense almost.
Running out of... I don't agree with
Okay.
that.
I don't think the league was in a very competitive... wasn't at a peak in talent.
Well, it's still really competitive.
And
it's not like...
Well, you're going to be competitive no matter what, technically, just because that's just how a sports league will work. Because
then what are you trying to say?
I just think this season has set the majors to be much more talented in the future. Because I think it was in an age of decline the past 2 or 3 years between the steroid era and whatever era this era is going to be called.
Whatever era this is.
One thing I noticed,
the era of scouts.
Okay, yeah, one thing I noticed, that organizations are starting to do more is, we just talked about the Cardinals. They're following the Cardinals. They're building from within. They're growing. They're drafting, they're developing players too.
They're forced to do that. You literally have to, because
you have to, especially
you can't
because
sign as many free agents really as you used to.
Exactly.
Because of all the extensions and arbitration. You really don't have a choice.
Yeah, the Cardinals are not the pioneers in this either.
No, I mean, obviously not, but that's like one of the ones that I like, one of the organizations that I like to see how they're doing, what they're doing, because they're, like we said, the model organization. But
I don't think they are anymore. But
no, not anymore. But like,
I think 2 weeks ago I would have agreed with that statement, though, 100%.
It's amazing what injuries do to a team.
Yeah.
They make them do horrible things. Injuries can fuck a person up. They can make them into something they never could have seen themselves being.
What are you talking about? How about we start talking about some specific prospects?
Injuries drove the Cardinals insane, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, not at all. How about we
definitely
talk about a few call-ups in particular?
I think that would be smart.
Yes? No?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's go ahead and start talking about Carlos Correa, who has taken the world by storm and for an Astros team that was already in first place miraculously, and I don't see them losing first place anytime soon now because of him.
He is a beast. I think it's really that simple.
He is beast.
I really don't remember anyone this young who with so little professional experience doing this well right away. Like, I don't really have anyone in mind.
Well, I have George Springer in mind, who had an amazing, it wasn't right
he
out of the gate. It was like
as a rookie. I'm talking about a guy who was 20, who was this young, who had been in the system who had this little minor league experience, let alone major.
Okay, so who rushed up to the majors like this?
Yeah.
You mean? Okay.
I really don't have anyone. I can't think of anyone who's really done this.
like from a pitching standpoint, that would be Chris Sale, which is Carlos Rodon is on the same path.
Chris
as him
Sale
now.
was at least a relief pitcher for a little bit.
Yeah, which is
I really don't think it's a precedent for a player because being this effective so quickly. With so I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't really have anyone.
I believe
Arod maybe.
That's turning back the clock quite a ways.
That might be the closest guy.
Maybe. But yeah, I think you're going to start seeing more of this now, just because of the success that they've seen, and you might even see some more cases of people in the draft this year making appearances in October, like Brandon Finnegan was, just because they saw how effective it was. So, that's a different culture. The minor leagues are not getting as much love anymore. Like, nurturing players is not as big as it used to be.
I mean, I think it's still a case-by-case basis. I still think some guys are really taking step. I mean, I don't think it's maybe less, but I don't think it's still 100% given way to that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, Byron Buxton was a huge call-up this past week. Is the number one prospect according to MLB.com.
He's been pretty poopy.
Yeah, he's been pretty poopy. That's how I would describe it. He's a strikeout machine. That's something. I think he has one hit through his first...
The triple?
5 games. Yeah, it was a triple. It was a nice triple. But definitely not producing now.
He's so scrawny.
He's not that scrawny.
He's really scrawny for his
There's
size.
scrawnier players out there.
No, but he's like big. Like he's tall for a guy. He's tall for a guy with as little he's very skinny for his height. Is what I'm trying to say.
He's lanky.
I think he was in the off season to build some muscle.
That's everybody's goal. So I would hope so.
Yep.
I mean, I can definitely think that's definitely the case with most major league call-ups. They're definitely skinny, and they become not skinny. That's simple as that.
Cabrera.
I don't think that's the issue. Yeah, Miguel Cabrera.
I think he did a little bit more than lift weights, but yes.
Who knows? There's no way to know. I think Bartolo Colon is the exception. He was never skinny.
Bartolo Colon was skinny when he first started in the majors.
Was he skinny or was he not fat?
He was skinny.
I thought he was just not fat.
When he first was called up, he was skinny. He wasn't like Buxton skinny, but he was not.
He was not a fat piece of.
He was not fat at all.
Hey, he's healthy.
He's healthy.
I don't think he's healthy.
No, that was a joke.
I mean, I guess he's
Thanks for taking that so literally.
He's healthy enough to walk and get out of bed, but
he's healthy enough to live
and get hit.
For now.
Yeah. So anyway, Buxton disappointment so far. Kyle Schwarber on the Cubs was called up this week, and his purpose was to be the DH for the interleague schedule that the Cubs had in the upcoming week and a half or so, and they were planning on moving him back down to AAA after that. But after a couple pretty impressive games, you wonder, can the Cubs send him back down if he produces at a major league level for these first couple weeks?
Well, he already has.
Well, in 2 days is not big enough a sample size in my mind, but if he continues hitting the way he did in his first 2 games, I say there's no way you can move him down.
But they would have to send someone else down or cut something.
So be it. That's how it works.
Someone.
Send down that. I don't even know.
It's easier said than done.
Send down some 4th outfielder. I don't know. That's how the world works.
I mean, if you're a winning team and this guy can help you win, why not?
I mean, they have Miguel Montero. It's not like he's at a position.
He can play outfield too.
I don't think
Madden would like to, just because he's a defense kind of guy. Joe Madden is anyway.
I don't really think. I think they should send him back down. Unless
I think they will.
Unless there's clearly a guy who's clearly going to help them win over. Like, if there's clearly a guy who's worth getting rid of on the 25-man roster, then go right ahead. But
one thing that's awesome is that he was called up pretty fast. I mean, he was drafted last year. So
yeah, he's a big man.
Very big.
Bat. Yeah, so that worked out pretty well. Another guy working out, or a couple pitchers working out pretty well, are Chichi Gonzalez and Eduardo Rodriguez on the Rangers and Red Sox. Yeah, they were not expected to be top of the rotation guys, but they're certainly pitching like it in their short exposure so far. I am blown away by these guys.
I'm blown away by his name.
Chichi?
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy his name.
They seem like guys, they seem like the classic guys who won't sustain their success. But my hat's off to them so far in their young careers.
I'm not gonna rule them out until they're ruled out. They've had more than 5 starts. They've had 5 starts now, at least. So it's enough of a sample size to see that they can pitch at this level. It's not like they're all against terrible teams either.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive. Joey Gallo is another guy who is
Joey Gallo
is supposed to be up for a short stint until Beltre gets back.
He is the heir to the Adam Dunn crown.
I think he's gonna be better than Adam Dunn. Really.
I think
he's gonna learn to cut down on his strikeouts. I think he's a guy that takes his strikeouts personally, I guess.
I don't think
there's certain guys up there that are very okay with striking out, which is really weird. But I think he's gonna fix some things.
I'd actually disagree. I don't think
he's okay with striking out.
Looking at his swing, I don't see how he could ever cut down strikeouts without changing his swing. He's so big that he rightly thinks that he can probably hit any pitch that's close to the strike zone, and that's just not a good approach for cutting down strikeouts. And I don't think he needs to avoid striking out. I mean, in today's game, plenty of guys, plenty of the best hitters strike out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think
successful.
When he's around guys like Prince Fielder and Adrian Beltre, who will be back soon, I think that is going to influence his gameplay a lot, and I think that'll force him to, try to be a more complete hitter than just be a 20 home run, 230 average hitter,
What's his defensive position, do you think, of the future? Where do you see him long term?
I mean, third base is the best position he profiles for, and obviously Adrian Beltre is not gonna give up his job that easily, so
he doesn't care.
It's really a question mark. That was the whole issue before he came up, and that's probably the reason why he's not owned in a lot of fantasy leagues before he came up, is because there's nowhere for him to play until Beltre's gone.
I mean, can he just DH?
He can, but you have Prince Fielder DHing currently, and Mitch Moreland's swinging a pretty good bat. So if you need to, Prince Fielder plays first, Gallo DHs. But Moreland's been making
so why don't make Gallo
he should not
first
be
base?
Replaced. What?
So they should probably make Gallo first baseman.
Well, like I said, Mitch Moreland's making a case that he should not be replaced right now. So it's complicated.
Do you think he's gonna be sent? Is Beltran back from the DL?
Beltre?
Okay,
No.
sorry.
Beltran.
Come on.
Get
your head in the game.
Is he back yet?
No, he's not.
So do you guys think he gets sent down once he's...
No.
I think he will not, but he will definitely not be starting every day.
I don't think the Rangers can send him down at this point with the way.
Reminds me of Chris Davis a lot.
Why? He doesn't hit home runs unless they're 40 feet behind the stands?
Correct.
No, Chris Davis is a lot of cheapies because he's so strong.
Well, I mean, then again, Chris Davis does. They both play in great hitters' parks. I mean,
but like
not
Gallo
to take
hasn't
anything
hit
against
a
them,
cheap
but
home run yet.
yeah, no, Gallo.
Chris Davis.
Did you
hits a
see the
lot
one
of
he
cheap
hit
home
in
runs.
Dodger Stadium?
Just 'cause he's so strong. Yeah.
That
Off
one
a
was
shot nonetheless.
That one was destroyed.
Yep, he's got unnatural power.
Do you think he has? How good do you guys think he can be?
I think you're gonna have to.
Like Major League comp, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he can be a tough one.
Like career-wise.
Oh, career-wise.
Yeah, like how good?
I mean, I think
like who's your career comparison?
like
for him?
Mark Teixeira is an easy comparison. Maybe like if
I don't think that. I don't think so.
Constantly
healthy Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira was a much more all-around good hitter in his prime.
Yeah, Gallo's not in his prime yet.
Max Scherzer.
Yeah, but Gallo's never going to be a guy with a high average.
Well, how high was Teixeira's average in his prime?
Teixeira's prime hit in like the high 300 and like the low 300s consistently.
Yeah.
Which Gallo I don't think ever will.
I don't see that in this day and age much at all. Period. I don't know. It's hard to comp a guy with just raw power. I don't see him as an Adam Dunn. I'll give him that.
So what about Chris Davis?
It's reasonable. It's very reasonable. I think that's the closest thing we have in this game. Maybe like a lefty Encarnacion.
That's probably accurate. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with Encarnacion.
I'm happy with that. I win.
What do you don't win anything. It's okay.
Fine. Be that way.
All right.
Let's shift gears and talk about one of the faster players in the game, Billy Burns, who has fit in nicely in center field for the last place A's.
If I have a kid named Billy, is he guaranteed to be a major league quality base stealer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be a burner.
Is that just how it works?
Yeah, Billy Hamilton, Billy Burns, Billy
Butler.
Billy Butler's a burner, yeah. Yeah, it's basically guaranteed.
But
so, name your kids Billy if you want him to be a center fielder in the major leagues that steals bases.
Just like Billy Butler.
Yeah. I mean, people forget about this. In his prime, he was one of the fastest players in the game. Yeah, he's an interesting guy though, just because I don't know. You're well aware that I'm a big fan of defense.
Yes.
I'm a fan of flashing leather.
Yeah, I think we all are.
And I think the A's now sport the best defensive outfield in the major leagues.
Who starts in left?
Sam Fold.
Sam Fold plays every day. That is a pretty insane defensive outfield.
Yeah. So that's
it's almost as good defensively as their infield is bad defensively.
That's a good point. All around.
Scherzer is perfect game through 8.
Yeah.
Ooh, we'll keep you updated on that too. That's gonna be a good one.
You know, if you hear this, they'll already know. But
maybe as it's happening in the 9th. What?
Like, when people hear this, they will already know if he got the position.
You know what?
So.
Anyway, let's rattle off the last few call-ups that we're going to talk about here. Matt Weisler and Joe Ross on the Braves and Nationals were making their first little stints in the majors as well. Weisler just had his first start this week, actually, and it's kind of interesting to think about where he's going to fit into this weird Braves rotation right now. And Ross is not going to have a rotation spot when Strasburg comes back, so it's a little different situation.
Already out of the rotation.
Huh?
I believe he's already out of the rotation because Strasburg will be back for the next start.
His next start, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, good stint for him, I guess. But Weisler, you have Shelby Miller, obviously, at the helm of the Braves rotation right now. You have Alex Wood, who's a very interesting character, who is always expected to be better than he is. Is he what?
How do you know he's an interesting character?
His motion's funny.
His
wind-up's funny.
Like, is he interesting to talk to, or?
No, like his role is interesting. Like you always think he's going to be better than he is, but he never reaches that point.
I was joking, but thanks.
Well, I had to shoot down your joke after you shot down Farbode's joke, so I'm just looking out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where do you think he fits in? Basically, what I'm asking.
Who?
Weisler.
I don't know. They don't really have much talent, so it looks like he'll be there to stay.
I guess that's fair enough.
I mean, I read scouting reports on him when he got traded, and he's not supposed to be more than like a number 3 starter.
So is he going to be a number 3 starter?
I mean, apparently.
Apparently.
I don't really know too much about him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a very high ceiling guy.
Yeah. Who else rounds out the Braves rotation anyway?
Who?
For that matter.
Lots of crap.
Like, do you even know? I don't even know.
I have no idea who their 4th and 5th starters are. I have no clue. Maybe they don't have any.
Maybe they just don't pitch
Maybe
those games.
Just pitches every 5th day.
They don't have pitchers on those days. They just like they say, here, take 10 runs and then we'll try to out hit you guys. Yeah, that's about it though for our prospects. Another prospect or another wait, no, I'm sorry. I
That's about it. Another one though.
I screwed up. There's a couple more that I want to talk about.
Hey, the first time you pulled an Alex Rudy.
Yep, exactly.
I love you, Rudy.
Lance McCullers and the Twins pitcher, what's his name?
Trevor May.
Trevor May. Have been very, very good so far.
Trevor May is basically the same as the guy we just talked about, whose name I already forgot. Weisler. But McCullers, I think, is the real deal, considering it's a 95-mile-per-hour changeup. So.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, actually. Pretty sure it's a fastball. I think most people in the baseball world call that a
It
fastball.
feels like a change, though. So.
That's pretty sick.
I think he's pretty legit.
I am a fan, then. I mean, I'm liking what the Astros are doing with their pitching staff because they had a bunch of filler guys going into the season, probably not expecting much, and then now that they're winning games, they're bringing up more arms that are giving them more quality starts, and they're pretty good. Some of these starts even beyond quality starts. Like McCullers has had a few gems. So
as has Keuchel.
Keuchel, yes. He throughout this whole season he's been like that, and they expected a lot from him, I'm sure. Okay. Anyway, that's, I think, we'll wrap up our conversation for call-ups. Are we good there?
Yep.
But one more guy. No.
Okay, what the?
I'm just kidding. But yeah, on that note, we'll go ahead and switch over to another interesting position, where position players take the mound in blowouts, which apparently is the new trend because many teams do this now, and
I love it.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
It's a great.
I'm just wondering what relief pitchers in the bullpen think when they're like, you know, just take the night off. We're gonna throw a position player out there. We don't need any of you guys. They're like, what? We can throw. We'll go out there and pitch for you guys.
I think they would rather rest their arms and waste their innings in meaningless games.
I'm wondering if it's the relief pitchers that would rather rest their arms or just the managers wanting to rest the pitchers' arms. Because I feel like it would be the weirdest feeling in the world when you have a bullpen with guys who are able to throw and pitch and, you know, and they're just watching a position player pitch.
I mean, for some of these teams, the position players pitch better than the bullpen, so there's that too. I mean, Jeff Francoeur has been pretty effective out of the pen.
Yeah,
I think
he threw 2 innings.
He's like the opposite. He's like the bizarro Rick Ankiel.
Yeah, he threw 2 innings.
He's like the opposite of that career path, where he found a career resurgence as a pitcher when he was terrible and he forgot how to hit.
Mm-hmm. You know, anytime I see position players throw, I think back to a game at Coors Field where Mitch Moreland of the Rangers pitched, and he was a beast. He threw he throws lefty. He's a lefty that throws like low 90s fastball and has a curveball.
He throws low 90s?
It's pretty good.
Did you see Drew Butera?
Low 90s?
Yeah.
Did you see Drew Butera? He threw a 94-mile-an-hour fastball last year to pitch when he was pitching.
Pretty good.
Yeah. He's a catcher.
Who is that?
Drew Butera. He's a backup catcher for the Royals right now.
He should probably become a pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't hit for his life, so.
So, yeah, to lose.
He should pitch and catch. Just full time.
At the same time.
At the same time. That'd be very efficient for roster space. Yeah, so there were some other position players that threw too. Not as much success. One of them on the Indians gave up. Was it David Murphy even?
Oh, technically he gave up no earned though.
Yes. So you want to go ahead and explain that?
He gave up a grand slam, but because before that there was an error made, that would have gotten him out of the inning. He was not given, none of the runs were charged to him, so he's still in the ERA of 0.
Good for him.
That's how you pitch right there.
So there's that. I mean,
yeah, and a couple of pitchers. There was a game that the Rays played the Nationals where they used two different position players. The Rays did, and Wilson Ramos hit a home run off of each of them. So he's taken advantage at least. It's good to know somebody is. I'm pretty sure.
How do you react? Would you feel upset if you were a position player and you gave up a home run?
No, not at all.
Would you have any would you be mad at yourself at all?
No. But I think I saw something like there was one day where 4 position players threw, and all of them gave up a home run.
Was that this year?
Yeah. That was the game. There was 2 on the Rays, the 1 on the Indians, and I think Frank Court gave up a home run too.
I didn't know that it was so common for position players to pitch.
It's not. That's why it's so weird. 4 in one day is not a normal thing. Let's just make that clear. So, I enjoy it every time it happens, though. And every now and then you'll find a gem like Jeff Francoeur who struck out a batter. Yeah, I bet that guy feels ashamed.
He probably felt extremely shitty. And he deserves it.
It's alright. I think they were winning 15-1 or whatever, so they'll be fine.
But it made 16-1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I get that run differential up.
Yeah. By the way, I should probably mention that the Phillies have a run differential of minus 120 runs. Jeff Francoeur can only do so much.
Actually hilariously awful. I wonder what the worst all time is.
He's 1 out away.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's.
He's 1 out.
I don't know.
Should
we give them the pitch by pitch?
Should I?
How do you know?
Because I got.
ESPN.com.
I get notifications. And
you can just go on
I'm on
MLB.com.
game day right now.
Or you can go on the
he has
ESPN.com and just look at the play-by-play.
There's a 2-2 count on Tabata.
Tabata should just willingly strike out just to get it for him.
No, that's definitely not what. I think being
foul ball, 97.
I think being perfect gamed is the worst feeling in the world for any team.
Foul ball, 97 miles an hour.
Let's do it, Scherzer.
He can join Phil Umber in history.
True, the great Phil Umber.
That's probably what's going through his mind right now, right?
Phil Umber and Mark Burley. I want to be like those
foul
guys.
Ball.
This is like watching the game. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gamecast thing.
That's pretty good.
Is that what you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just sit in silence until Max Scherzer throws his perfect game.
Yep, basically.
It's gonna be weird for anyone who listens to this to
Yeah.
If
Especially if he doesn't throw it. I think especially if he loses the perfect game. I think that would be...
pitch. Oh my god, he hit him. Oh my god, he lost hit by pitch.
Oh my god.
That is the worst way to lose.
Fucking Scherzer.
That is by far the worst way that you could possibly lose it.
Yeah. Especially because...
For a home run, of course, but...
It was... that was all Max Scherzer's fault. Like, there's no... Like, if any other way, like, a blue hit, you know, if he draws a walk by taking some good pitches, but no, that's disappointing.
That's a big
on Josh Harrison.
God. Can't believe that. Now he's going to strike out Harrison in 3 pitches because he's so angry.
It's a big buzzkill right there.
0-2. Runner was going.
Jeez. He's just... Yeah. I think he's just going to strike him out in 3 pitches right here.
He just struck him out. Wait, no, never mind.
Just teasing us, Rudy. 1 pitch away. Go on.
Come on, Scherzer. This is taking forever. He got it.
Do you strike him out?
No hitter.
Do you strike him out?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No.
Disappointing.
He.
That is probably the most disappointing no-hitter I think I've ever seen or experienced.
How do you
Am I wrong?
Guy with that's just oh my god.
It's pretty bad.
He's given up 1 hit in 18 innings.
Damn.
I think that's pretty good.
It's probably a good signing.
It's alright. I mean,
I think that's pretty good. 1 hit in 18 innings. That's decent, right?
I've seen better.
It's okay.
I wonder if Trevor Bauer's streak at the beginning of the year for no hits allowed was longer than Scherzer's.
I highly doubt it.
It was quite a bit because he threw 6 no-hit innings, and then his next start he took a no-hitter through like 4.
That is 10. So clearly no.
Well, I don't know when he gave up his hit in the last perfect game bid, so maybe not. You ever think of that?
No.
Yes.
What? I don't believe you. Anyway, congrats to Max Scherzer on his no-hitter, even though he had a perfect game within his grasp and he decided to hit somebody. I don't really want it that bad.
For all we know, he's just the world's biggest troll.
Oh, Max Scherzer.
I mean, his eyes are different colors, so.
What does that have to do with him being a troll?
What's your point there?
He's trying to mess with the hitter.
He's trying to mess with us.
And
maybe he just wears 1 contact. Maybe that's another way he's trolling us. 1 colored contact.
Maybe.
Maybe
he's not a pitcher.
Yeah, maybe he's a position player that's pitching.
Maybe his name's not even Max.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a little interruption there where we watched the most disappointing no-hitter ever thrown. But Farbode, I believe you have a game that you want to play with us now.
So we are playing the stat game. I don't know how to explain it. I just say who's this in stats, and you guys guess who.
Stat game registered trademark.
And I'm hosting because I've won every other time, and you guys suck.
That's not true. I'm pretty good at this game. I'm gonna take it to Rudy.
Alright.
I'm terrible.
I'm terrible.
Alright. Let's start. Who is third in the AL who has struck out the most in the AL? What hitter struck out the most in the AL? Third.
Jesus, Farbode.
Is it the most or is it third?
Third. Who has struck out the most? The third. The third.
I didn't write that down right.
One more time, please.
Who struck out the third most in the AL?
Jose Bautista.
No.
Mike Trout.
Encarnacion.
No.
Who else?
No.
Poo-poo host.
Pools actually hasn't struck out that much.
Poo-poo hose? What? Let's see here.
Pablo Sandoval.
Not Sandoval and not Davis. Davis is second.
Oh, so close. Is it
Teixeira.
Nope.
Cruz.
Cruz is 9th.
Stephen Drew?
Steven Drew. I don't see him on this
Wait,
list.
wait, is this in the American League?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it Yoenis Cespedes?
Nope. Cespedes is 19th.
Wow, he's doing okay there. Verbode?
Altuve. Nope.
JD Martinez.
No.
George Springer? I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
Springer's 5th.
Evan Longoria? I don't know.
No.
What the hell? This is not going well.
Jesus. Keep guessing.
Alex Gordon, Mike Moustakas, Lorenzo.
No.
Adam Jones?
No.
What the fuck was that?
What is that? Okay.
Did you just drop like a whole plate of, like, a tray of plates or something right next to your mic?
Yeah. Sure.
Are you still dropping them?
Josh Donaldson.
No.
JJ Redick.
No.
JJ Redick.
Josh Reddick.
What happened to us?
No.
Johnson.
No.
Billy Butler.
No.
Steven.
You guys are okay. Like 3 more guesses each. No.
Okay. Let's see.
Chris Carter.
Nope. He's first.
Steven Souza Jr.
You got it.
Oh, fuck.
I totally looked that up.
I know.
You
but
did?
Still.
No, we definitely were never gonna guess him.
Wait, you looked it up, though.
Yes.
You
Rudy,
cheater.
you lost.
You cheater. You're disqualified.
Point goes to Alex Dewey.
No, you're disqualified.
From what?
Okay. The next
From
question.
everything.
Wait,
Next
what do you
question.
define the rules, sorry? No one
Please
made
don't
you
take
rules.
3 years on this question. Who is number 1 in the MLB in errors right now?
Marcus Simeon.
There you go.
Yay.
I didn't get a chance to say anything. I knew that.
Okay.
Shut up. You're disqualified.
What 2 players are tied for 4th in the AL in runs?
In runs?
Gardner? Is Gardner one?
Are you looking this up?
No.
Rudy.
No, I'm not. This time I'm not. Is Gardner one?
Kevin Kiermaier.
Kiermaier's not. Gardner's 1.
Damn it.
Trout?
No.
Brantley?
Jose Altuve.
What?
Brantley?
No.
Miguel Cabrera.
That's.
No. Trout's
That's-
3rd.
That's.
Who?
That's.
No.
Albert Pujols.
Bulls is 9th.
Adam Jones.
Nope.
Nelson Cruz.
Nope.
Lorenzo Kane.
Nope.
In the MLB or AL?
AL.
Okay. Is it
Jones.
Brian Dozier?
Dozier's 2nd. And
Jones.
Jones was just said, so no.
I did just say Adam Jones.
I thought that was the last question.
Nope, I said it for both. Jason Kipnis.
Kipnis is 6th.
Damn it. We're filling in all the blanks around it, at least.
Yeah.
That's something.
That is something.
Is it Prince Fielder?
Nope. What is that?
It's just a podcast of very strange noises today.
Wow, this is Russell Martin.
Nope. 2 more guesses each.
God damn it. Okay.
Josh Donaldson.
Donaldson is 1.
Oh my god.
You guys have 1, 2, 3. You guys have
Jose
said
Bautista.
1, 2. Bautista's 7.
Oh
Okay.
my.
You guys have had 1, 2, 3, the first 4, 6, and 7, but not the
We
one.
have to hit number 5. Hurry.
Oh no, it's the second 4.
No, I want number 5 first.
Well, there's no 5.
Oh yeah. So we do have all of them.
Yeah.
Except for the one we're looking for.
Yeah.
Crap.
1 more guess each.
Ian Kinsler.
Nope. Kinsler's at
Good
11.
guess, actually.
You're
Okay, I have one last guess. I'm gonna make it count right now.
Hey, I'm looking this up, and it says no one is tied with Gardner.
There's someone tied with Gardner.
According to ESPN, because I'm out of,
Wait, shush.
I'm out of guesses, so
I'm gonna use my last guess. Shh.
I'm on MLB Network. There's someone
You're
tied
wrong.
with Gardner.
I'm trying to use my last guess. Hold on. Is it?
Time's up. Guess.
There's okay. I have no fucking idea. Delman Young.
No. His teammate, Manny Machado.
What?
What?
Yeah.
On ESPN, that's not what it says.
On
What does
MLB
it
Network,
say?
that's what it says.
On ESPN, Machado's behind Kipnis, Bautista, and Gardner.
Machado is
let's-
47 and Gardner is 47 on MLB Network. So
Oh, I guess that it updated better than ESPN. So that's right then. I get half a point though. Because I got Gardner.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, you're disqualified.
What
Says-
2
says-
players are tied
you-
for third in the? Am I doing MLB or? What 2
You're supposed to
players
know
are
what you're doing,
tied for
Frobo.
third in the MLB in triples?
Who? What?
What
Tied
2
for
players
first?
are tied for third in the MLB in triples?
Tied for third?
Well, they're basically second, but it says 3 because the first
There's
one and
okay.
one is tied.
D. Gordon.
Paulo Orlando's still hanging up there.
D. Gordon.
Okay, was Orlando a guess?
Yes.
There you go. That's one of them. D. Gordon is not.
Jose Altuve.
You love Altuve, no?
Is this the MLB?
Yeah.
Springer.
No.
Trout.
No.
Gardner.
No.
Letting you-
Rudy, you can't
letting you
spell
rattle
this
off
guy's
those
name.
Kane.
No. Wait, you can't spell Kane?
Kiermaier?
Yes.
Damn it.
Rudy,
Alright.
spell Kiermaier.
Keimier.
You're wrong.
You
It's
said
K-I-
Keimier?
Yes.
Alright, okay.
Kiermaier.
Last one.
Keimier.
His name's Kiermaier.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed Keirmier.
It's K-I-E, first of all. Okay, last one. Who has given up the most hits in the MLB? As a pitcher, obviously.
Well, I know he's only had 2 starts, but Justin Verlander.
No. Funny.
Ha.
Because he sucks.
But
Okay.
Can you spell Verlander?
Oh, no,
Nathan Eovaldi.
No, and by the way, you won't be able
That's a
to
really
spell
good
this
guess.
guy's name either.
I will be or I won't be able to.
You won't be.
It's a bad hit because I can't spell like anyone's name. I just opened it up more.
In all of baseball.
Yes.
Is it? Tom Kohler on the
No.
Marlins.
That guy doesn't even sound like a real player.
It's Tom
He sounds
Taylor.
so made up. I know
I
he's
think
real.
it's Taylor
He
or
sounds
Cole.
so made up.
It's a person.
I don't think it's
I
said
know.
Kohler though.
It's not though.
See, I don't really know bad guys well. Is my problem with this.
I don't know bad guys.
I think you'd be surprised at who it is, though.
Is it not somebody extremely obscure?
I mean,
Kyle Kendrick.
No. I mean, this guy's been in news for last off season, so.
What?
This guy was in MLB.
So he's a free agent.
I'm not giving any more hints.
Is it?
All players are in the news. What do you?
This is too hard.
Bud Norris.
No. Bud Norris. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I'm just naming guys.
We're just naming shitty
Jeremy
pitchers that we know.
Guthrie.
No.
Is that close?
No.
Is there a close? Tim Hudson.
No.
God.
Eddie Butler.
No.
God damn it. Okay.
Emil Anderson.
Give us a league.
American League.
Okay. That helps. Thank you.
Oh, Jared Weaver.
No. Weaver's tied for 5th with Mark Burley.
Holy shit, that's terrible for him.
I was gonna guess Mark Burley too. I guess that's up the toilet.
CC Sabathia.
Sabathia's 3rd.
Damn it. Oh, Shane Green. Wait, no, he's in the minors now. I take that back. Yeah.
Anibal Sanchez.
Felix Hernandez.
What? No.
What the fuck?
He had one really bad start.
One.
Wade Miley.
No.
Who?
Wade Miley.
Oh, Wade Miley.
Exactly.
Doug Fister. Wait, no, not Doug Fister.
Rick Porcello.
Rick Porcello, yeah.
No. Purcell's 27th.
Joe Kelly.
I'm pretty sure you can spell Kelly.
Why are you guessing Red Sox guys?
Chamberlain.
He's a relief pitcher.
R.A. Dickey.
No.
Drew Hutchinson.
Nope.
What the hell?
Marco Estrada.
Nope.
Phil
You're
Hughes.
killing us.
Phil Hughes is 2nd.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
How did I get to the second? What the
Oh.
hell? Screw me. I get points for getting the second and the third. I don't care. C.J. Wilson.
No, he's been pitching well.
Yes,
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he
He
has.
has.
He got bombed by the Yankees. I don't care.
That was like 4 starts ago.
Let it go, man. God.
God.
God. What has happened to this podcast?
Scott Feldman.
Who? Oh yeah.
Is he still in the rotation?
I don't know.
Pretty sure he's not.
Is he?
No, he's not number 1 in hits given up, so. Think better.
Think better, okay.
Holy hell. I've named so many guys.
I'm not even gonna say, I'm not even gonna say, what's it called?
Zach McAllister.
What?
Wait, is he the Indians guy? Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It's really bad for his time, so I don't know. It's not bad, yes, shut up. Don't judge me.
It's not. It's just funny.
We're gonna keep doing this until one of you guys gets this.
Yeah, we are.
I'm thinking it's an Oakland A's pitcher. I don't know who.
Dude, the A's have had the best starting rotation in baseball.
Just because of Jesse Chavez.
No, their ERA for starting rotation is number 1, and their ERA for their bullpen's last.
Jordana Ventura.
No.
Jeremy Ventura.
No.
You've already guessed Guthrie.
Ventura's first in the
Jason
MLB
Vargas.
in. Hey, I'm talking. Ventura's first in the MLB in fights started.
Well played, Farmo. Well played. Well played. Well played.
Well played.
Kendall Graveman.
No.
That's
No.
Matt Shoemaker.
Oh no.
Yeah, what is this? Does this guy exist?
Yes.
Jeff Francoeur.
Every American League pitcher who's not insanely good.
Jeff Francoeur, no.
Ricky Nolasco.
No.
Roenis Elias.
No, he's good.
Says you. Chris Young, Colby Lewis.
No.
Jose Quintana.
Jose Quintana.
Jeff Samardzija.
You got it.
Oh shit.
Is that actually it?
Samardzija.
Oh my god. Hell yeah. I named
Finally.
the first, second, and third guy.
Hey, last round I got the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth and seventh. So.
Oh, he gave up 110 hits in 94 innings pitched. That's
impressive.
Jerome Williams has given up 100 hits in 70 innings. Oh my god.
CC's giving up 101 and 83.
What?
CC's giving up 101 and 83.
Holy hell.
God.
Colin McHugh is actually, and Corey Kluber giving up a shit ton too, and Zimmerman. And they're having good years.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go back to what Rudy said. Felix Hernandez has given up 65 hits in 90 and 2/3. I don't think
he's in contention.
That was just a joke.
The scary thing is I think it wasn't.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is leading the league in earned runs?
Alright, so you're leading the stat game now.
Yes.
That was the last one though.
Well, I'm adding
He's just a rebel.
Kyle Kendrick,
That's number 2.
Jerome Williams,
That's number 3.
R.A. Dickey,
Number 5.
I'm gonna let you
CC
rattle off those.
Sabathia.
That's number 4. Are you just looking at the list?
No.
Oh god.
Bartolo,
I don't even, he's like not even in the top 10. He's like 12.
Jared Weaver,
He's like 11.
Jeez.
Estrada,
No, I don't think he's pitched that many innings. You have to remember.
Yeah. Nathan Uvalde.
No. I don't even see him on this list.
Yeah, okay.
Fires,
He's a fuck ton of hits. Who?
Fires,
Fires? No.
No, he's been pretty good.
Fires,
Garza.
I don't think he's pitched that much either.
No, he has. He's pitched pretty well though.
Garza. Garza's been doing shit, right?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
No, I mean yes, but no.
That whole rotation's been doing shit. Loesch.
Holy hell, it's not that hard. Ooh,
Loesch.
Is it an obscure
Loesch.
person?
Loesch.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes.
Kyle Loesch. Fuck him.
I said that whole rotation's doing shit, so I said Colin Loesch.
Alright, I think we've had enough of this game.
Yeah, I think anyone who would have been listening turned it off by now.
Yeah, I think anybody that's listening had turned it off at the All-Star Game Issues segment, so what we started with. But it's worth a shot. Let's go ahead and share our power rankings.
Oh, I have to do that.
I'm ready. Should I start?
Okay, Alex Rudy is ready, so let's let him
Can
go.
I go from the top though?
That's what you do. That's the Rudy rule.
Okay, Cardinals. I'm not really gonna talk about it. It's kind of, I think that's been beat. I think that's like beating a dead horse at this point. So, yeah.
Yeah, I
Fair
agree.
enough. Okay, 2 is the Rays. The Rays are like the Cardinals of the American League, I feel like, this year. They've been raped by injuries. Excuse my language, but I think it's accurate. And they don't try to win, really. They don't spend any money. The team tries to win, obviously, but the ownership doesn't really try to win. Yet, they're leading the American League. They had the best record in the American League, except for the Astros. And, the most wins, sorry. Not the best record, except for the Astros. The third best record. Just have been having a great year. Very little logic, I guess. Like, they're not very talented.
Best year with little logic.
Chris Archer's a madman. I regret trading him for Carlos Gomez 2 years ago.
The Rays have had 5 injured starting pitchers this year. How impressive is that?
And their offense is shit as usual, but they play great defense, and yeah. And then number 3 is the Astros. I just another team where I just don't really look at them and say, wow, that's a juggernaut of a team. I don't say that at all when I see them yet.
I know I don't say juggernaut.
I don't say juggernaut, period.
I say juggernaut, at least.
I say juggernaut.
We talk about Correa. Valbuena is like the Steven Drew of third baseman. He only gets home runs for hits, but
Valbuena's a way better Steven Drew than Steven Drew.
I think he's like 201, so I don't think he's way better.
With 15 jacks.
Steven Drew has 11.
No, Steven Drew has 7.
Valbuena's hitting 183, okay? Calm down on the Valbuena hype train, please.
Valbuena,
I think the Cubs are missing Valbuena.
No, his on-base percentage is 255. Okay,
right.
Chris Carter, Gaddis have been good, for what they do. I feel like this team never gets on base, but they hit just tons of jacks.
That is exactly.
I feel like that's their strategy. They have Correa and Altuve to get on base every once in a while, and then
every once in a while,
and then they have the all strikeout, walk, or home run team. 3 possibilities with Rasmus, Springer, Gaddis, Carter, Valbuena. Castro just not hitting. Cogner.
That Castro doesn't hit, period.
Yeah, so they just don't do anything. So that's an interesting strategy, but clearly it's been working, and their pitching has been surprisingly outstanding. So there's that.
If you told me in April that your power rankings would have the Rays at 2 and the Astros at 3, I would not have believed you.
I would have slapped you silly.
Yeah.
But the Cardinals at 1, though.
I mean, no, that would have made sense.
Okay, and then I'm at 4. At 4, who was I had a brain for? Oh yeah, even though they just got no hit and should have just gotten perfect games, I have to respect the Pittsburgh Pirates. They've been 8-2 their last 10, and they would have the second best record in the National League.
And they have Garrett Cole and AJ Burnett, first and second in ERA in the NL.
Yes. And their offense has been very, very good. And, I don't really like their team once again. These 3 teams I just can't really see win a World Series with their current rosters.
You just don't understand how they're winning right now.
Yeah, once again, these are just teams that you don't really look at them and be with your stereotypical, you're not built, the Cardinals are built in a logical way that you can see, it makes sense. The Pirates don't really make
logic with you.
They somehow turned Liriano into an ace. I don't know how that happened. He was the classic guy.
What about when Wandy Rodriguez actually did stuff with that team?
Yeah. They have very good coaching, I think, because they take a lot of guys who are terrible at other spots, and yet they perform amazing for them. So, I guess that's their strength. I would say you guys agree with that?
You have one more.
You have one more. My one more, I really don't want to do this. I hate them passionately, but the Royals have to be my 5th because they just keep winning. But fuck them.
Yay, Royals.
Sorry, Dodgers.
Yeah,
sorry,
fuck you, Dodgers.
The Yankees, okay, this is definitely the baseball year of how the fuck do these teams win games? Because the Yankees
That is an understatement.
The Yankees are my team. I love the Yankees, and I'll be honest with you, their team is so untalented, it's incredible. They have a bad team.
I bet they're hacking the Astros database too.
Their bullpen is outstanding, maybe. But they have 4 good players. They have in their record.
Sometimes that's enough.
So, that's my power rankings.
Alright, I'll go ahead and share my list now. My number 1 team is the Pirates, because they're on an absolute tear, and like you said, their pitching is insane. Well, I think the momentum shifted just a little bit after
just a little bit.
But before this, they were insane. Their pitching was insane. They have Burnett, Cole, and Liriano leading the way there. And then even the guys behind them, like Charlie Morton and Jeff Locke, have been very serviceable at the 4 and 5. Probably two of the best 4 or 5 starters in the game, too. And, McCutcheon's come around. He's obviously very good. Starling Marte has been way better this year. Alvarez is hitting home runs again. I like their team. Jung Ho Kung and Jordy Mercer platoon has been working out okay so far. I think they're still hoping he breaks out a little bit better, but for right now it's working out. And, they lost Russell Martin, but they're still getting the job done with Cervelli, so, give them credit. Their pitching's still great right now. Number 2 team is the Rays. I'm with you there. They play amazing defense. I don't know how they hit, but they do. And they pitch like no other. They can turn anybody that they throw out there into a quality pitcher. Like they're really, other than Chris Archer, nobody, like none of their rotation is expected to do anything this year. Odorizzi's out right now, and obviously Matt Moore and Alex Cobb are still out. And, there's all these random guys that are up and pitching like, I don't know, they can deliver a quality start every day, it seems. My number 3 team is a team you didn't even mention. I have the Blue Jays in the 3 spot because their offense was on an absolute tear the last
but
few weeks.
they're literally the opposite of the Rays.
The Blue Jays do that
Kind
every
of.
year, though.
Like, they straight up cannot pitch. Like, they have, except for Burley, they have literally no one who can pitch.
I feel like the past,
That's true.
3-4 years, Blue Jays, since their offense is so amazing, all their guys get hot in 2 weeks, and then they start winning, 10, 11 games in a row, and we're like, oh, here come the Blue Jays.
It was 12 games in a row, actually.
12 games in a row, and then we're like, here come the Blue Jays, and then they go back down because of their pitching.
True, but I like their offense so much right now that I'm not going to take that away from them.
I mean,
their guys, their depth is way better than we thought. Like Colabello, when Colabello's hitting, Dioner Navarro is like, what? Okay, why are you on this team? But he's still hitting for them. Kevin Pillar is the streakiest guy out there right now, but when he's hot, he's pretty good. Justin Smoke is just a home run hitter.
They still have Michael Saunders, I don't think he's even played this year.
Yeah, that's something.
Forgot about him for a while there. And they have that center fielder. Who's that African American center fielder guy they have who started in the year, but I think got sent down.
Dalton Pompey.
Dalton Pompey, yes.
That's a sick name.
I want to change my name to that when I grow up.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, so I have Blue Jays 3. Astros are my 4 slot. They are still very solid, holding down the first place slot in their division. Carlos Correa is a huge boost for them, and the young pitching's plus as well. Number 5, I have the Cardinals, just because they have to be on this list somewhere. They're the steadiest team out there, it seems. So, There you go. Even with all the injuries, they're steady.
I was about to say, if you have the Cardinals on it, I'd be very disappointed in you.
I'm not trying to please you.
Yeah, you are.
But we all know.
That's what I tell myself.
So you can sleep at night.
Anyway.
Remember when Evan Longoria was in poop?
I do remember that. It was a good time.
You really like poop.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
But this is our little secret, but
my number 1 is St. Louis Cardinals. I'm not gonna explain that. No, I said I'm not gonna. Unless you want me to. No, I'm not gonna explain that.
He just doesn't like us.
Yeah. Number 2, I have the Astros, and I hate this team because somehow they're making my team look shitty. So, number 2, I have the Astros. Number 3, I'll give it to Pittsburgh because they have been doing pretty good, except getting no hit today. And Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you know that the Cubs traded the Cubs traded Archer in a package for Matt Garza?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very bad trade.
Okay.
Again, understatement.
Number 4, I have the Blue Jays because that's how they're playing right now. But in 2 weeks, check back in 2 weeks, they might be back down to like 15. Number 5, just because I hate the Royals, I'm gonna give it to the Cubs because why not?
What?
Can't argue with that.
What is that logic?
Because why not?
That's like going against the whole point of power rankings.
That's like how ESPN does their power rankings.
But why there is power rankings?
That's pretty much how ESPN does their power rankings.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's our power rankings, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and finish up with our fantasy weekly competition, and
whoa!
just a quick update.
Selman Young and Dimitri Young are related.
Yes.
Whoa!
You were the most random person.
Yeah, really, right? Any more questions? Okay. Just a quick update. I'm still, I have a comfortable 100-point lead on these guys, but Farbode is making a big push on Rudy for second place.
For now.
And, yeah, I think we are ready to pick. So who has the first pick this week? Because we do not keep track of this at all.
I had it 2 weeks ago.
I don't think anyone had the first pick last week.
No, you did.
No, no one
Wait,
did.
no, Farbode did.
He didn't do
Farbode
it
did
fast.
because he wasn't here. Farbode did because he wasn't here.
Okay.
So you go last now, Farbode.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I get last, and then I go. Okay.
It's between you and me, Rudy. Oh, I'll rock, paper, scissors you for it. Ready?
What?
What?
Ready?
How?
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock.
Paper.
Damn it. Okay, you can go.
I'm okay, but David Price.
David Price, okay. I am going to pick Pineda.
Clayton Kershaw. And it's me again, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Todd Frazier.
Stupid snake drafts.
You're gonna get 2.
Oh, it's my turn.
I just forgot who I was gonna pick.
It's my turn.
Prince Fielder, there we go.
It's not your turn.
What?
You already... Oh,
Rudy,
yeah.
it's not your turn.
Wait, so who do you have now? You have, Price and Fielder.
Okay, it's not my turn.
God damn it.
Were you gonna pick Prince Fielder?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
It is okay. I'm gonna pick Cabrera. The Miguel variety.
Not
the Melky.
Yeah, not the milk. Not the milkman.
No.
I'm sure that's gonna sadden him to know that he wasn't picked by you.
Yeah, I know. I picked him in my other fantasy league and I suffered, so, yeah. Farbode, who was your second pick, by the way?
It was, Todd Frazier.
Frazier. Okay.
I don't think it's how it's pronounced.
Okay, Rudy. You have one more pick.
Manuel Machado.
Oh my god.
Manuel Machado.
And then UESU.
Oh, it is, damn it. I don't is it bad that I don't have one prepared?
I'm getting mine prepared, so.
You're kind of the guy who always traps on us for not being prepared, so yes.
Hey, you know what?
It is bad.
Everybody gets one.
That's not true, because if you get one, you don't get one.
You get one if you're me.
So you can kill someone and chill. Is that what you're
I'll go ahead and go with
Don't
the
encourage kids to murder.
Hey, I'm ready. You mind? I'll go with the youngin' Carlos Correa.
Is anyone...
God damn. I'm going with Correa.
What?
I'm picking Correa.
What was that? Oh, bro, did you you can do, Mike.
I think so.
That's what I
Okay.
I coughed and burped.
What?
Is that even a thing? That's not possible.
Arbode, what's your last
George
name?
Springer.
Jorge Springer.
No. It's hip Jorge.
It's Jorg Springer.
Horg?
God damn. Okay, so
Jorge.
to summarize, I have Pineda, Miguel Cabrera, and Carlos Correa. Arbode has Kershaw, Frazier, and Springer. Rudy has David Price, Prince Fielder, and Manny Machado.
And I apologize for anything unless you guys like laughing. So.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to call this episode. I'm just going to call it Loud Noises.
I agree with that, because anything Anchorman related is appropriate in my book.
You approve of anything Anchorman related.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think it is time to wrap up the podcast, though, sadly. It was a very strange podcast, I will admit it.
Jose Tabata leaned into the pitch, so fuck Jose Tabata for ruining the perfect game.
I was about to say something. Wow. Come on, Jose.
How?
No, I said wow.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Jose.
Just be a dick. Don't be that guy who, bunts to break up the perfect game.
That's like an unwritten rule. You don't do that.
Just strike out and be happy that you got crap.
And be happy.
Yes.
Jose Tabata.
Can I tell these people where they can message us, even though I'm sure they don't want to after today's podcast?
On YouTube.
Well, how do you know? For all you know, they really...
Maybe they really want to tell us how bad we are. So, yeah. That's
yeah,
fine.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
You guys should tweet us how terrible we are at WPB_podcast. Or you can email us at warandpeacebaseball@gmail.com. Or you can check out our Instagram, which is war_peace_baseball, right?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And, yeah, so those are always there for you, and feedback is always much appreciated. There's going to be some new things coming soon. It is now summer break for us, so we have more time on our hands, maybe too much time on our hands. But, yeah.
You never have enough time.
I'm speaking for you guys. We are looking forward to this summer.
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Anyway, have a good week, and see you next time.
Adios.